Yeah, I was gonna say for Blanca, um, I just want to lower the goddamn music in the background, man. Jesus fucking Christ. Yeah, for Blanca, I was gonna say, like his crouching fierce, I feel like it has to be a little bit faster. And if it hits the opponent, whenever it hits the opponent, it has to act as if like a crush counter just happened. If the crouching fierce hits the opponent, if the crouching fierce hits the opponent, it has to act like a crush counter. There has to be that freeze frame moment from Mortal Kombat 11 added to Street Fighter. If they don't do that, like I don't legitimately see like a long time fan base actually giving a fuck. Because when they realize who they're going to be playing up against and like that they don't like this is what's going to happen. Every year when these guys go to play the tournaments, 99 95 97% of them, whatever the fuck that number is, it's a high number, are going to realize I thought I was good, but it's not worth it. I can't win. Because the way you're designing the game, people that actually have talent are using characters that are completely fucking broken, like Rashid and fucking whack characters like that have no talent to win with, and Ryu and shit like that. And they're gonna realize, you know what? Like this game literally has no fucking options, no fucking, it's ridiculous. Down back fierce with Blanca, or down, down fierce. It's all the same shit. Takes way too long to come out. And when it hits, what happens? The opponent gets sent flying. I don't even think it gives you enough time to do an EX Blanca ball on counter hit. Like 90% of the time, I don't even think it's possible to do it. At least if it left the opponent standing there, it would give you enough time to do something with it. You know what I'm saying? Like what's the likelihood that you can't even drive impact it? And when down forward hard punch with Blanca lands, that they have to leave the opponent standing in counter hit state, in hit stun. Like anytime an attack lands, except for jab and fucking crouching light kick and standing light kick, it basically, in my opinion, it has to do, like I think they nailed it in Street Fighter 5. It has to be those hard hitting attacks. Like I think they kind of nailed it in Street Fighter 5. But the problem with Blanca is he has a difficult time with zoners because all he really has is kind of what he could duck under it, he could slide under it. That's about it. I wish they changed this so that you could do the coward duck when you press down three punch. I think it's down three punch or down two punch. He kind of ducks under the projectiles. I wish you could, after activating that, I wish you could just press forward or back to just walk your way out of it. Either that or they're going to have to change how far he can lunge forward when he does decide to finally, engage his opponent. Like you know what I'm saying? He just can't get there. Ryu has lightning fast fucking projectiles. His jab is way too fucking long for a character that already dominates the entire horizontal playing field. His fucking uppercut, especially when it's EF, his enhanced uppercut dominates everything on the ground up, all the way from the ground up. And then they give him a jab that's not only lightning fast, but has so much fucking range on it. And then on top of that, he could be unsafe on block with his fucking hard kick, sidestep kick, and his fucking down back punch. And you wonder why guys who have no talent are winning with the character. because they're not fucking good. They're not actually good. They don't actually have to be good. They don't actually know what it fucking takes to win. They just try to fucking jab and grab. And then like, you try to press uppercut. Okay. Congratulations. You know what I'm saying? If you'd rather see that, if you'd rather see that out of, tournament players, they're not making your game look good. I'm sorry, they're not. They make your game look rather fucking mediocre. You're just gonna jab and like try to grab and that's it. Like that's the whole game plan. And of course, there's not enough time to break the grab in Street Fighter because the programmers, believe that. Oh my God, it's just I don't understand. I really don't understand. When you play this game online, like the cheapest fucking most basic fake fucking no talent tactics fucking reign supreme. It's fucking outrageous. Like I'm like hitting my opponent. I swear to God, I'm hitting my opponent with so many fucking counter hits and so many fucking combos, and I still don't fucking win the rounds. It's like mind-boggling to me. Why would you decide to? The only super that Blanca has against projectiles is if he activates a fucking level two and then uses a level one to use a full screen fucking counter. Explain to me what player is going to be dumb enough to throw a projectile at a fucking Blanca who's already activated a level two. So essentially, you gave him a useless full screen fucking super. And it's honestly something that he can't even get until like damn near the end of the second round. And by then, he's already lost to like the best zoners in the game. I tried to do a drive impact on a fucking Guile player that did a sonic sphere, the down back punch, fucking like circular projectile, the new one he has ever since Street Fighter Five. Like he really needed it. I'm being sarcastic, of course. You know what I'm saying? And then he threw a sonic boom into it. That's a two hitter. When I saw him do that, I pressed drive impact. That's an easy drive impact counter, right? Nope. What happened when I did the drive impact? Guile was able to recover in time and drive impact me back. Or I'll jump over a fucking projectile and try to catch him with a hard kick. And what he'll do? He'll do like standing medium kick or standing hard kick also hits as an anti-air. I mean, who the fuck designed your game, dog? They obviously don't like you. They don't like your company. They don't want your company to succeed. How are you going to give a character like Guile, who is damn very similar to Ryu? The only difference is he's a charged character and Ryu is not. How are you going to give him such strong anti-air normals? How are you going to give them an air grab? I don't understand the logic there. If you want to keep fans around, why would you fucking make such poor design choices? Like, if I was part of Capcom, I swear to God, anyone that was working on the team that was making these kind of fucking bad decisions, I would fire them on the spot. The menu fucking design in Street Fighter 6 is like, I don't know who did it in 5, but I would keep who did it in 5. I like all the new options they added, to the menu and how you could set the computer to kind of do things at certain times. That's dope as fuck. Whoever decided to add that into the game, I think it was even my suggestion, but whoever actually fucking listened to me, thank you so much. You know what I mean? I know, it's mind-boggling to me. Like simple changes like that. Like if I hit Ryu with a down forward hard when I press down and forward together and press hard punch and do the Blanca slide underneath the projectile, and that hit Ryu and I get a full combo afterwards, that changes the entire fucking game. That makes him a fucking like a way more viable character. Not giving him these fake level 2 where he could block a ball 6 times in a row, 3 times in a row. That's just whack. Stop adding these fucking gimmicks to the game, man. Just make it right. That's what we want. As all the fans just want you to make it fucking right. Ryu and a lot of other characters in the game are too good to be safe on block with special moves, especially. You know, you should not have to fucking drive rush in at Ryu like when you block a fucking projectile. There's certain ranges with Blanca where I block a fucking level 1 super and I can't even get there in time with a normal attack. If I try to throw a down forward hard punch, he's already doing an EX uppercut through the shit. Like, fuck, what the fuck is that? Like, dude, I swear to God, I'm at the point where I'm literally just gonna buy Tekken and that's it. Cause like I don't know why Mortal Kombat decides to do what Capcom does. Like it really bothers me a little bit. Cause like Mortal Kombat makes a fucking 2D fighter that actually makes sense 90 fucking percent of the time. Like all the time. And it seems like Capcom USA just goes, "Oh, what do you got, Japan? You know, what's all the fucking hard work that you did? Okay, we'll just brand our USA logo on it and sell it here. We're not going to put any fucking effort into it. We're just going to let the Japanese ruin our fucking company here in the United States because we're too lazy to make a game from the ground up. And when we do make it from the ground up, we fucking destroy it like we did with Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. When we could have literally just fucking copy and pasted a few fucking characters from Marvel 2 into Marvel 3's art style and everyone would have been fucking happy. But no, let's add these fake fucking backgrounds in Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite that are completely unnecessary and ruin the game. Why? For no reason. Just so that players that suck and never had talent actually have a chance now. You know, at least it made sense in Street Fighter V. Blanca's command grab, especially the EX version, was designed to go anti-projectile. If they throw a projectile, you could do the Blanca command grab, it'll go right through it. And it had maybe quarter screen range. A quarter of the screen it could travel. Legitimately, I think it has to go like damn near half screen. Because I feel like half screen is basically the range you're going to get stuck at against a really good zoner like Gaio or Ryu. Because of the outrageous push block that you get every time you block a projectile. I wish they would remove the push block altogether from projectile blocks. I feel like that would solve a lot of issues in Street Fighter. Like, they're not making the recovery long enough when Ryu misses a projectile or a sidestep kick or, like, a lot of fucking shit, man. Like, he's just mindlessly like, oh, it doesn't matter if I'm good. Let me just throw shit out. Okay. Let me throw lightning fast jabs at the last second or a standing back hard kick. You know, like, standing back hard kick, that works as an anti-air ever since Street Fighter V. It's a two-hitter. You know, it doesn't make sense to me. It's a two-hitter? Why is it a two-hitter? Why is Ryu's axe kick a two-hitter? Why is it even an anti-air? Like, the move legitimately, like, there's a few there's a few special, unique attacks that Ryu has that have to be removed from the game entirely, dog. Or it has to be changed in a way where he cannot, at point blank range, just activate it at the last second within, like, grab range and just completely counter hit you. It's active too fucking fast. Especially online, it's extremely difficult to see the difference between a fucking, like, you know what I'm saying? Like when I'm playing online, I don't see anything happen, and then suddenly there's a medium punch hitting me, and there's like no animation in between that. And I know that like Capcom's not responsible for like lag and latency. They try their best to make a good network. And to be honest, playing Street Fighter Online is better than like any other time before. Like ever since Xbox 360, they have really like perfected online gaming, in my opinion. Like it was very rare that you ever ran into a player that the lag was so bad that you didn't want to play anymore. I mean, I was playing people from like they were telling me they were from South America. I don't know if that's true. It felt like I was playing someone in my actual room. I don't know how they make that work. I don't know how that's a reality, but like that's amazing. I'm not gonna deny that, man. You know what I'm saying? But a simple change like making Blanca's level one super go full screen changes everything because the damage of his level one super is not outrageous. But at least it'll make the game make more sense and be more fair so that he can deal with projectiles. He earned fucking meter. Okay, now he could shut down the projectile game. He earned the right to shut down the projectile game. No offense, but down forward, toward hard punch with Blanca is not the fastest fucking attack in the game. It's pretty fucking hard to land against good players. Have you not seen how fast the fucking projectiles are? Especially Ryu and Guile, it's very hard to see on a white background. I play on a white background. It's very hard to see where those projectiles are on the screen. They like they're not doing anything, and suddenly there's a projectile that hit me full screen. You can't see anything. Like there's literally nothing on the screen. Akuma is a little bit different. He has a purple one. It kind of stands out, you know. And that's another thing. I wish Capcom would make changes like that. Like the fireball doesn't have to stay blue. It doesn't have to be a light blue. Like if I'm playing on an all white background, make it a fucking black Hadouken. Make it a black Hadouken. You know what I mean? I don't know how to pronounce that properly. Hadouken. You know what I mean? Make it a black projectile. If we're playing on a black screen, make it a white projectile. Guile, same thing. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of characters in this game that get away with pressure that's like Mai, for example. Mai's not a good Mai's a good way too good of a character to be like I would have all her projectiles. I would make her projectiles always be on fire. That way it's easier to see like it's hard to see that shit. It's fast. It's not the easiest fucking they're small ass projectiles. Make them bigger. Same thing with Blanca doll. He's like he's little as like he's like kind of hard to see what the fuck he's doing. You know what I'm saying? Like I just wish they would like make a couple more changes like that. Like Ryu doesn't need a forward hard punch. Akuma doesn't need a forward hard kick. Whatever that is that he had ever since Street Fighter 4, he doesn't need that. He's already too good. You know what I'm saying? He's already too good to have that. Because these Ryu players, they'll wait for the last second and they'll stand within grab range, and then out of nowhere, they're doing a forward hard punch, and the forward hard punch beats your grab for whatever reason at point blank range. Like, why does that work? That should not work. It's a forward fucking hard punch. It's a back hard kick. Why should that beat a fucking grab at point blank range? That should be a counter hit tool or something like that, but like, not a fucking. Like, it's mind boggling to me, man. I just played a Rashid player, dog. My fucking Blanca could not touch him. I mean, he was hard as fuck to see on the screen because of the color he picked. But it had to be one of the developers fucking with me because every time I try to do something, it would perfect parry my shit. I mean, I'm not fucking retarded, man. I'm not stupid. Like, dude, you know how hard it is to fucking perfect parry? You know how hard it is to do that online? It's like almost impossible. Like the most important tool in the game is almost impossible for it to come out. I don't know. Like I said, man, the Japanese guys, I don't know what the hell, I don't know who the fuck they are, but there's a reason why Tekken has surpassed Street Fighter, and it's because of this. What they did with this game is a prime example of why Tekken is considered the king of the Iron Fist and all that shit. Tekken is the number one fighting game from Japan, and the number one fighting game in the United States is Mortal Kombat. And Street Fighter has fallen drastically from, you know, what once was like the hierarchy of fucking fighting games, the godfather or the grandfather of all fighting games and shit. They have fallen so it was like such a bad fucking decline. Like where you saw Mortal Kombat and Tekken continue to evolve and get better and better and better, Street Fighter just got worse and worse and worse. And I'm not gonna sit here and say like every little detail of the game is bad. Like some of it actually got better, but goddamn, man. Like it's so obvious that you tried to make this game like where like players that normally wouldn't have a chance in the world now suddenly have a chance. You know, like just making a simple changes, man. Like Ryu, Akuma, Ken, um, like wasting more meter on EX uppercuts. Guile wasting more meter on an EX uppercut. Like stuff like that would make all the difference. You know what I'm saying? To make a better game. And like, I'm like the only fan that's real enough to tell your fucking company that you guys suck when you fucking suck. Like, this is trash. It really is. Like, I would be embarrassed to have released this. This is trash. Like, the soundtrack for Street Fighter V was phenomenal. Like, a lot of the shit was hot as fuck. Like, there's like legitimately not one song on Street Fighter 6 that makes me go, wow, I want to like listen to this when I work out. Yet, what in Street Fighter V, the opening theme for Street Fighter V when the game first came out was even as like I don't want to say it was basic because my shit is basic, but like it was like oh shit, like the shit's fire. And then they had that other fucking guitar song that was like fucking fire. It was like the hottest song on the entire Street Fighter V like soundtrack. The like what the fuck is wrong with your company? Like when you have a song that's that fucking amazing, you put it in every fucking Street Fighter you ever release. When you have a song that's amazing as Urian's theme from Third Strike, you keep that in every fucking round and every fight. Stop making it like obviously I would love that for that song to be, oh, that's Urian's song. But to be honest, I would personally like to set my own little soundtrack just like I did in Street Fighter V, where like every match I had was literally that is so fire, kid. Like, are you fucking kidding me? Whose titties do I gotta suck right now? Whose dick do I gotta suck at Capcom for these changes to be fucking made already, man? I mean, for real. It's like I feel like Capcom wants me to suck a dick to get them to fucking make some changes. Like, holy shit, you just made like $70 million with the fucking game. Like, you're telling me you don't have the rights to put Ken's song? Dun, 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 dun. That's fire too, though. I mean, it's not as though for me personally, I gotta say, Yuri and Third Strike was the best one of all time until I heard the one from Street Fighter Five. I don't know what the fuck the name of that is, and I don't know what I gotta do to find that song on the internet and buy it. Because I want that song in my fucking library of my fucking playlist. That is such a workout song, dog. That's like that strip club rock and roll music, dog. You know what I'm talking about when I say strip club rock and roll, like the kind of rock and roll that Demi Moore comes out on. You know what I mean? When Demi Moore came out in her bikini, that's the kind of rock and roll that shit is. Where you could picture a stripper coming out and having fun dancing to the shit. Like, I'm not talking about that, like, crazy, like, sounds like the guy's gonna blow his own brains out rock and roll, where they're, like, screaming on the microphone. It sounds like they're growling. That's not strip club rock and roll. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean when I say strip club rock and roll. You know what I mean. Like that, the Urian song from Third Strike, that's strip club rock and roll. That's strip club rock and roll. Hell yeah, I know about the strip club. That's like my favorite place on earth. What was I gonna say? What was I gonna say? There's the guys who the producers that make the song for Guilty Gear Accent Core. Love you, you're amazing, by the way. Um, the producers that make the specific the background music for Eno, the boss female boss fight from Guilty Gear Accent Core, and for Dizzy. I think they finally re-released it in the new Guilty Gear. Um, those fucking songs are amazing. Those are probably some of the best rock and roll songs I've ever heard in my life. It's a shame that like the developers of these games in Japan think that they have to make a whole new song for every game. And it's a shame because like I feel like ever since Street Fighter, 2 and 3 and 4, I don't know about 4. I don't remember there being too many like songs in 4 that made me go, "Wow." Like this is fucking it. Like this is it. But Ryu's theme from Third Strike, his background music for Third Strike is easily way better than the one from Street Fighter 2, for sure. If I had to choose, I would definitely use Ryu's Third Strike theme. I feel like it's way more hype. It's such an original beat. Like it has that like Asian drum. I don't know what the hell they use. Like they have that drum that they go dun 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 dun, and it just feels like you just want to see a girl shaking her ass to the shit. Like it's just the perfect rhythm. It's just like dun 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 dun. Like you just want to see butt cheeks wiggling around to the shit. Like that's what I mean, though. You guys have all the pieces to. This is what bothers me the most about Capcom. They have all the pieces to the puzzle, especially with how much I've been helping them out to make the best Street Fighter of all time. They don't do it. They refuse to do it. Don't know why. Believe me, these idiots out there that you think, oh my God, they can never figure this out. Believe me, they're not stupid. They'll figure this shit out. There's going to be a character that allows them to finally figure out how to play the game. There's enough tutorials out there now that players can get way better, way faster. You know what I'm saying? I feel like with Ryu, his enhanced spin kick, his EX spin kick, is active way too fast. You know what I'm saying? I don't think um players should be able to in Street Fighter special they should not be able to use EX meter on jabs, crouch jabs, standing jab, or crouching light kick starters. Well, crouching light kick they can't do anything unless they link into jab or standing jab. But it should not be able to super cancel either, in my opinion. I think that if you're going to leave the game the way it is, I would not allow players to super cancel or use meter on special moves when it comes to jabs and crouching jabs. I think it's completely unfair, especially when 99% of the game is played online. I feel like there's way more hype games online than there ever will be in tournaments. It's way harder to win a game online than it ever will be in a tournament. You know what I'm saying? I want Street Fighter to be the best product that it could possibly be. You know what I'm saying? I really do. Um, you know what I'm saying? I used to love Street Fighter. See, that's why I hesitated and stuttered a little bit. I used to love Street Fighter. Ever since Street Fighter 3, don't get me wrong, I love the combo system of Street Fighter 4. At least I could understand if the combo system in Street Fighter 6 was like the way it was in 4, where it actually took talent to be good. If they somehow found a, you have to remove parry from Street Fighter altogether. I'm not saying maybe in this game, but for the next one, it has to be done. This game already has such a limited amount of options that adding, I told you from the very beginning, before Street Fighter 6 ever came out, don't add parry to the game. Don't add parry to the game. And what they do, they added parry and then ruined it. Just like I said it would. You know what I'm saying? Simple Japanese fighting games like this cannot have parry. It can't. It can't even, I don't even recommend them adding those special moves that have a parry in it. Like, for example, when Goken does a demon flip, dragon punch with kick, and then he presses punch in the air, or he could do the EX demon flip, and then he presses, I don't know if it's two punch, but I think it automatically absorbs like more than one hit. Um, I don't mind a move like that. I don't mind when the parry is something very like specific like that. Like a character does it in kind of almost in anticipation to parry project anti-air. So like when you see, I just don't think he should be able to maybe do it regularly, but I'm cool with him wasting meter to do it. I would personally not even add those moves in the game, to be honest, because it kind of breaks the game a little bit. It's really not fair. Like he already kind of, I miss Goken because Goken was like my favorite character in Street Fighter 4. I really loved the character design. Whoever developed that character really did an amazing job. I would be lying if I said he did not. He really did an amazing job with Goken. That was easily my favorite character. I thought Abel was another amazing character design. Abel for a fact should come back. Abel, if Abel gets added into Street Fighter 6, he is easily one of the best characters in the game. No doubt about it. You cannot use Drive Impact at all on Abel. I'm sorry. You're gonna have to deal with what the fuck he does. He's like Blanca on steroids. Um, Abel for sure I would bring back. Goken for sure I would bring back. I love Oni as well. I think he's a little bit of the same. But if it's between Akuma and Oni, I choose Oni. I think Oni is way cooler, way better character design. I know a lot of Akuma fans out there are going to be very upset with me, but if we're going to treat them as two different characters, so be it. But I mean, really, is he? Is he really that different though? I mean, come on. You know what I mean? I said come on. I didn't say come in. Um, what was I gonna say? What other character? Sakura. Sakura has to be in the game. Although she's very similar to Ryu in a lot of ways, uh, she's different enough that it makes her fighting style very interesting. You know what I'm saying? Like she's kind of like an anti-zoner that can zone a little bit, but her zoning is more like to be kind of similar to Laura, where it's like her zoning is for like it can be a combo tool, but it can also be kind of like one of those like a mix between like a Guile or a Chun Li or a Mai where she could kind of do a setup projectile where it puts you in kind of like a sticky situation, and that's easily one of the reasons why I think Mai is so good. If Justin Wong uses Mai, I'm sorry, he's going to win the Street Fighter 6 tournament for sure. I just feel like he has that kind of mentality that can make Mai such a extremely scary character. I'm probably one of the few guys that can stand toe to toe with him. But I'm telling you, if he picks Mai, it's going to be a scary situation for any player out there, including me. Um, what was I gonna say? There's just certain characters I feel like Evil Ryu is awesome. The way they designed him in Street Fighter 4 was beautiful. I love his axe kick. The way they did him in Street Fighter 5, I don't know. Was he supposed to be a different character than Evil Ryu because he had a similar move set? Um, as for the air projectile, now you're going a little too far, I think. Kage, he's going a little too far with the air projectile. That's absurd. Also the air raging demon, that's absurd as well. I don't think there's, I don't think there should be air supers in Street Fighter. You know what? You know what? I think there does have to be air supers in Street Fighter, but not like it should be designed in a way where, like, let's say for example, it would have to be like if a character jumps first, he can super a character that air to airs him. You know what I'm saying? It can't be like one of those like a character jumps in the air and then a character tries air to air him with a super counter. Air grabs. I would remove air grabs from Street Fighter altogether. Guile is way too good to have one. Chun Li is way too good to have one. Mai is way too good to have one. I would remove the air throws. Now you're balancing the game easy. Like I'm giving you easy balance changes that like I know you guys are talented because you guys make this a reality and make it a commodity. But like I feel like if you listen to me a little bit more, like it would be a better balanced game. You know what I'm saying? Like right now, the game is heavily reliant on perfect parry, and you have to drive rush to counter the projectile zoner. Otherwise, like you can't win, and it's unfortunate. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like Drive Impact is not designed properly. Like it's supposed to be designed to kind of counter projectiles and a lot of other things, but it doesn't do it. Mhm, mhm. So, like I said, like I don't want to waste too much bandwidth. I know I've been, I don't want to sound like I'm talking shit, but I really am a longtime fan. I'm talking about, I got back into it when Xbox Live re-released, Street Fighter when fighting games were first being played online on console, like probably for the first time ever outside of Japan. You know what I'm saying? As far as I know. And Xbox original, but like, who the hell wants to play Third Strike on what is it? What is it called? Who's that guy that was in that movie Rio Grande? John Wayne? Like, who wants to play on the Duke? Like they called the original Xbox controller the Duke. That's the nickname of John Wayne. He was like the original Arnold Schwarzenegger. You know what I'm saying? If you don't believe me, watch his movies, dog. In every movie he's in, he knocks a guy out for no reason. You know what I'm saying? In every movie he's in, he always at least knocks out one guy. Um, I swear to God, like I think they put it in his contract. Like he asked for it in his contract. He was like, "No, forget the money. I want to knock someone out in the movie." They're like, "But John Wayne, this is a love story." He's like, "I want to knock someone out." All right. No, I don't do that. That's crazy. You can't do that to women. Not if you want them to open their legs again. Um, but yeah, like I said, uh, yeah, yeah. So like I said, there's a lot of characters that I feel like are different enough that if they just added the right blend, like Sean, for example, a lot of people might go, "Oh, Sean is like Ryu." In a lot of ways, his normal attacks were almost identical to Ryu, with the exception of like I think it was like three unique normal attacks that he had in the game. His forward overhead, forward hard punch, um, which was only true block string after standing hard punch, unless you read parry. Um, but Sean has to be added into the game. I'm sorry, he is too dope of a character to not be added into the game. And bring back his original uppercut from Street Fighter 3 New Generation. I think that's what it was called, right? New Generation and Second Impact. He had a way better uppercut in those games. He had like a two hitter, similar to how Luke has in Street Fighter 6 now. Um, although I did kind of like the design of Luke in the original in Street Fighter 5 more than I did in Street Fighter 6. I felt like I don't know. He's kind of a clone character. I would keep him out. When it comes to Luke, I wouldn't even add him in the game anymore. Unless Luke is going to replace Ken, but if you do that, you might as well just say bye to like half your fan base already. If I had to choose between Luke or Ken, I choose Ken. I mean, let's be honest here. He's the original arrogant white boy. We need the arrogant white boy in the game. You know what I'm saying? Um, I feel like if you're going to add like there's no need to add Ryu as well. Like you could just swap Ryu for Sakura instead. And if you are going to add Ryu, like add evil Ryu. Because like at least now like Ryu has like way more options, but make it so that he actually has to be good. That's the big problem with the developers. The big problem is that players don't have to be good a lot of the times. Like I'm playing Ryu players online that legitimately aren't nowhere near my level. They're just hoping to get lucky and throwing out random moves. Let's see. Let me do down back hard punch this time. Let me do down back medium punch this time. Let me do down back light punch this time. Let me just try to get lucky with this shit. That's not how it should be, man. Ryu's jab has to be way shorter. Akuma's jab has to be way shorter. Guile's jab has to be way shorter. All these characters that are amazing and dominating the horizontal playing field, it's just not fair for them to also have. I mean, Ryu's jab is fucking outrageously long. I mean, he's like 5'5" tops. You're telling me he all of a sudden has a Kareem Abdul-Jabbar fucking jab? Like, what the fuck do you think? Like, what the fuck are you thinking? Like where's Fei Long? And if you are going to add Fei Long, like, get your best fucking artist to really draw Bruce Lee. Like, really draw, like, get all of his, like, movements and everything in the game. The way they did in Tekken 7. That was a beautiful, like, tribute to Bruce Lee, man. Like, that was phenomenal. Like, it really looks like Bruce Lee is on the fucking screen. Whatever artist did that in Japan is fucking amazingly talented. I can't deny that. I know it takes a lot of talent to be able to do that. That's a God-given talent. You know, a lot of people say, oh, anyone can learn art. Yeah, a lot of people can learn art, but not everyone could do what that fucking guy does in Japan and draws Bruce Lee from scratch and makes it look just like him and move just like him. That's like 1% of the entire population in the world can actually do that. So, like, I understand it's a gift from God, but goddamn, like, we need some of that in Street Fighter. Like I think Street Fighter, I think Capcom USA needs to like they need to humble themselves a little bit and go, you know what? Let's get the guy who made Bruce Lee in Tekken. Let's pay him and bring him to Capcom USA to make Fei Long feel and play a lot more like Bruce Lee. His sound effects, you know, his play style, his movement. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know Fei Long was never supposed to be Bruce Lee, but he kind of is in a way. I mean, let's be honest here. You're telling me that's not Bruce Lee? And if you're going to add Bruce Lee, I mean, bro, why is Jackie Chan not in Tekken? Lei Fu Long or whatever the fuck, that was him, right? Am I saying the name wrong? The guy that was kind of like, he was like I don't know if he was a detective or a cop or something. He was dope. Like, he's a dope, like the Drunken Master. He was the Drunken Master. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to have him in the game. But, you know, when it comes to Tekken, goddamn, where's the dinosaur? Where's the kangaroo? Especially the kangaroo. With the Sugar Ray Leonard punch? That unfortunately was on the spot, imitated by Tommy Hitman Hearns. And from what I understand, from what I saw, he used it even better than Sugar Ray Leonard did. He was like, yo, Sugar Ray, I could do this too, nigga. I was like, like he was really working on with that shit. I felt bad for Sugar Ray Leonard when he started doing that. I was like, yo, you should have never showed off like that. In my head, I was like, yo, he should have showed off, bro. What was I gonna say, man? There's a lot of characters that I really miss from Tekken though. Like, man, I'm not gonna lie. Like Kangaroo, Roger. I don't know. They always do these like fake little upgrades. Oh, who's this? Oh, that's not Roger. That's Roger Jr. What do you mean that's Roger Jr.? Oh, you mean I'm playing as the baby that's inside the kangaroo pouch all of a sudden? Like, really? Like, because I feel like I'm still playing as the mom Roger. Am I right? Like you expect me to believe I'm the little kangaroo in the pouch and I'm doing all this shit? Like, no, it's still Roger. Like, why are you calling him Roger Jr.? Like, what do you think I am? Fucking stupid? Um, I love those characters. Roger and there was the dinosaur Alex. That they both had boxing gloves. Uh, um, what do you call it? The grizzly bear. The grizzly bear's in the game. But goddamn, man, yo, you gotta add. You know who I would love to see as a guest character, even though I never really used him like that, and I never really mastered him. But Gordon Liu from Virtual Fighter. I would love to see a guest character from Virtual Fighter. And if you do add a guest character, please add whoever Gordon Liu is. If you guys don't know who Gordon Liu is, you got to check out Return of the 36 Chambers. That's easily the best, one of the best martial arts movies of all time, for sure. Brilliant, brilliant. That guy is an amazing actor. He's very funny, man. He's hilarious. You can't help but laugh when he does what he does. Like he's just amazing. Part one was also good, but part one was way more serious. But I love part two. Part two was amazing. That guy, the lead actor in Return of the 36 Chambers. That's what it was called here in the United States. I don't know what it was called in China, but that guy is awesome. There's a character in Virtual Fighter that's very similar to him from Return of the 36 Chambers, man. If you're gonna pay tribute to any uh actor from like kung fu movies, you have to pay tribute to him because he was the original Bruce Lee. Like he was the real deal, man. If you don't believe me, look at what he's doing in the original movie. That guy's the real fucking deal, man. Like he's swinging around weapons like top speed at his boy and shit. It might be fake or whatever, but dog, that shit still hurts. Like even if it's just plastic and it looks like it's metal, I don't know. A lot of people say that they was using real weapons in the movie, and they're so good at dodging the shit that they. I don't believe that shit. I think it's just made out of plastic. Like you have to watch the movie. If you watch the movie, you'll believe the same shit I'm saying because you would have to be crazy to like film a movie doing that shit for real. But I'll leave it at that, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's just like what makes Tekken so amazing is that every character feels unique and different from every other character in the game. The same thing I kind of feel with Virtual Fighter. In Virtual Fighter, I feel like every character is kind of different from each other. When it comes to Street Fighter, there's way too many characters that are like similar in playstyle, like Luke, Ken, Ryu, and Akuma, for example. Like I feel like and Oni and Sagat, like and who else could I think of? Evil Ryu is another one. You get what I'm saying? Like there's too many duplicates, and I know they all kind of play like they're kind of like a slight variation from each other and kind of played a little bit differently. Like Ken's way more rushdown, Ryu's way more zoning, and that's why I say like they gotta tone down Ryu's rushdown, man. His zoning is fucking outrageous. You know, it's like I'm losing the guys like because you can't perfect parry anything. You know, if Capcom was smart, they would actually listen to me and go, you know what? No, it does make sense what he's saying. You should 100% of the time be able to perfect parry any projectile thrown outside of a combo. The reason I say that is because those characters are too good to not, to get away with not being good. And that's the problem with Street Fighter, is that there's too many characters that are overpowered that get away with not having to be good, even though they're already overpowered. Like Ryu, for example. Like Akuma, for example. Like he gets away with a lot of like difficult situations. Like even Ken, for example, is a strong example of that. I mean, he won the first Evolution tournament. So let's not forget that Ken, at one point, when he first came out, especially, his damage was fucking outrageous. It's a shame that I didn't jump on the bandwagon like everyone else. Just because, you know, I didn't understand the system entirely back then. You know what I'm saying? Until I started using it a little bit more. But like I said, perfect parry is like, it just does not come out enough. What I would do is I would remove perfect parry from normal attacks, whether they're in the air or on the ground. With the exception of drive rush, normal attack. If they just do a random drive rush normal attack, you could, I think it would make sense to perfect parry 100% of those. Because, I mean, let's be honest here. They're going like, they're trying to slide like damn near half screen and suddenly try to hit you with an overhead or a hard kick or some shit like that. I mean, these are supposed to be the best fighters in the world, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. But like, it only makes sense that like, if they just try to random drive rush you and hit you with a normal attack or drive impact 100% of the time is perfect parry. Just simple changes like that would make this game go from being complete trash to it going to from complete trash to now it's like, wow, this actually is maybe salvageable. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's possible that this game goes like is rectified and like it's put back at the top 3 fighting games, where it deserves to be. Like, it deserves to be at the top 3 spot. I mean, it's the godfather of all fighting games. It deserves to be, at the very least, at it within the conversation of Tekken and Mortal Kombat. There's no doubt about it. Like, Mortal Kombat is the best 2D fighter of all time, especially Mortal Kombat 11. And Tekken 7 is the best 3D fighter of all time. I would love to honestly get into Soul Calibur a lot more. You know what I'm saying? I would, there's a lot of Street Fighter characters I would love to see in Soul Calibur. I said it a million times. Rolenso, I would love to see Rolenso in Soul Calibur. That would be awesome. Rolenso deserves to be in Soul Calibur as a guest character. I mean, Darth Vader should always be a guest character in Soul Calibur. There's nothing cooler than seeing Darth Vader in a fighting game. He just looks so dope and intimidating. He just looks like he done lost his fucking mind. And Yoda looks cool as fuck. I think they were in the PlayStation 3 version of Soul Calibur. And it's unfortunate because I feel like those games are no longer available for purchase. And it's a shame because, like, I never bought those digitally, like, right? So, like, now I never get to have them ever. You know what I'm saying? And it's a shame because, like, it's such a cool fucking fighting game. Like, Soul Calibur is dope as fuck. I haven't invested enough time into it, but I always thought Soul Calibur was dope. I always used the guy with the nunchucks. What was his name? Maki or something like that? I always use the corny looking, like the Elvis. He looks like Elvis with nunchucks. I always use that dude. Like I don't know. Like I just he was the only guy that I kind of liked and shit. Um, yeah, Nightmare. Now you know why they call him Nightmare. His fucking stand jab, crouch jab, whatever the fuck it is like Dalsim's fucking standing hard punch. Only it's like 72 frames faster. Um, like I said, I don't want to waste too much time, man. I hope Capcom listens to me, man, because like I really want the game to be like logically. I just feel logically it doesn't make enough sense, especially for the overpowered characters. Like for example, Guile's forward medium kick and what used to be back I think it actually still is back light kick. He does like a hopping knee that cannot be safe on block. His forward medium kick cannot be safe on block. The one that he kind of does like this like hopping abdomen kick. It looks like he's trying to kick to the midsection, but he kind of hops in the air. As for his upside down kick, I think they used to call it the gravity kick. Um, Gravity kick sounds way cooler, by the way. The one that he turns upside down, that has to be an overhead. It really has to be an overhead. I'll leave it at that. But like I said, simple changes like that really, really, really make a huge difference in the balance of the matchup. Because like I said, some of the most overpowered characters in the game could already dominate the horizontal playing field with projectiles. And then when you finally get within that range where you could kind of go, okay, I finally can get them to stop doing this now. And then all of a sudden, Guile does like a forward hopping light kick with the jumping knee, and he's safe on block. And now he's putting you in this like little grab situation. And you're like, okay, let me wait for the grab. Let me break the grab. Okay, now I'm full screen again. It took me 5 minutes just to get there already. And now I break a grab. I escape the grab. Now I'm full screen again. And guess what? Now I got to deal with the amazing zoning all over again. That's the fucking problem with Street Fighter altogether. The problem with Street Fighter is that Ryu, Akuma, Guile, especially, and Luke as well. Luke also has one of those forward hop kicks. Cannot be safe on block. I'm sorry. It cannot be. I don't mind that his running overhead should be safe on block. When he goes for the running overhead, it should be safe on block, but he should not be anywhere near grab range. It should be completely out of grab range. But I feel at that point, it should be the opponent's turn if they do block it. Like, it should not be you block his overhead and then you try to take a strike and then he does an EX uppercut and beats it. Like, that's another problem with Street Fighter. Is that a player makes a move and then you're like, okay. And then you're like, oh, no, still my turn. Okay. Like, I feel like the way the game is designed, it kind of needs some of that. But goddamn, not 6 meters worth of it. You know, that's even more than Street Fighter 4 had. That's even more than Street Fighter 5 had. Like, you added too much fucking meter, man. Like, I feel like Drive Impact is so powerful, it needs to maybe be used twice, tops. And that drains your whole fucking meter right there. Um, what was I gonna say? I'll end the video there. You know, Samurai Showdown for me is still way better than Fatal Fury, and it's still way better than King of Fighters. I don't care what any of you guys say. If you have not played Samurai Showdown that came out for PlayStation 4, highly recommend it. Far superior to Fatal Fury, City of the Wolves, and far superior to King of Fighters 15, 14. Um, If I had to, I don't know if I could honestly say 13, even though I did like 12 better than 13. If I had to honestly choose, and I could only choose one, as beautiful as King of Fighters 13 was, I felt like the touch of death combos were like the knockout combos. They almost had to be in the game. They almost had to be in the game, you know what I'm saying? But like it's unfortunate because if you couldn't do that, you honestly couldn't compete with like the legendary King of Fighters, like high level players. You know, like the Cammy that the one that was playing Cammy in Street Fighter 4, I forget his name. High Shy or whatever. Um I don't know why Daigo was throwing so many projectiles at his Cammy. I mean, come on now. Come on, Ryu. Like we've been through this before since ever since Super Turbo. You can't do that. Um, at least not at mid screen. You know, you could do it at full screen, but that's about it. Um, what was I going to say? Yeah, Samurai Showdown for PlayStation 4 is far superior. I do like a lot of the stuff that I'm noticing from Fatal Fury City of the Wolves, but like I wish every character had like a two hitting hard punch at the very least. And I wish it wasn't like, oh, only forward hard punch does this. Forward hard punch hits twice for whatever reason. You know? Like it's not that serious. Like I don't mind that it's forward hard punch. I'm glad it's in the game, but like give it to every character. Give every character the two hitting hard kick and heavy hard punch. You know what I'm saying? Like I know it's not easy to design a fighting game, but you know I'll leave it at that. I can't even get matches in Fatal Fury City of the Wolves. I don't know because maybe I feel like all the players are like, no, don't play online because we don't want to teach the real, you know, show the real strategy of what characters are good and what to expect and what the setups are, and like they're trying to stay offline because this big tournament and stuff. And it's like, dude, I just want to play fucking Fatal Fury. Like I kind of hate this tournament, this big tournament money because in a way it kind of like it's ruining people just kind of going online and like competing and playing for fun and seeing who legitimately is the best. Like, regardless of there being money. Like, let's just see who the fucking dopest is. Like I just missed when people were just trying to prove for just bragging right shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it kind of takes a little bit. It takes a lot of the fun out of it, because like everyone's like pretending to be this like master of 2D fighting games all of a sudden, and all they try to do is jab and grab. It's like, dog, you're not fucking dope though. You're not. Like, you're just a fucking guy who thinks he's dope. You get what I'm saying? Like, and is just trying to like kind of cheat your way to like a victory. Like with this like mediocre fucking beginner style. Like this day one Street Fighter style where I'm just gonna try to do a lightning fast jab on his fucking wake up and hope that he gets either hit by a jab or a grab. You know what I'm saying? And it like especially works very fucking good online, and it's fucking kind of annoying. So like all you players are like, oh my god, you guys like you really beat him, and it's like, of course he did. You know, it's impossible to get to Ryu and Guile. I should be losing, but miraculously I beat these fucking Guiles. I made a fucking Guile player fucking rage quit from a fucking casual because I fucking destroyed him in the third round after he whooped my ass in the first round. And then I made a fucking comeback and won the last two rounds. And then he rage quit and fucking left the room. And it's like, dude, this is a fucking casual. Who the fuck rage quits from a casual? Like, what kind of fuck? Like, who the fuck are you that you're catching feelings? Like the only person that legitimately catches feelings on a casual match is me. Because just my ego is just so fucking inflated when it comes to Street Fighter. No one can pop my fucking ego balloon. Like I've legitimately messaged Justin Wong and told him, you cannot beat me in third strike. You know, everyone, I do believe you are the god of Marvel vs. Capcom 2 and the god of Marvel vs. Capcom 3. You are Marvel vs. Capcom's fucking fighting game god. You know, I told him that straight up. I was like, you are the god of Marvel vs. Capcom. There's no denying that. Just give him his fucking crown. Like, all you guys, like, legitimately got better at Marvel because he set the fucking path. Like, he set it. Like, he took that shit to a whole nother fucking level, man. You know what I'm saying? He's the kind of player that will legitimately beat you with the three worst characters in the game. Like, like Servbot. Like, he'll pick those characters and embarrass you. He'll pick Roll, Servbot, and then the other little fucking dude. And fucking annihilate you in Marvel vs. Capcom. And to be honest, a lot of people always thought those characters were whack, but like I still think those characters are some of the best characters in the game. They're hard as fuck to see, especially Servbot. How dare you say he's the worst character in the game? Who said that? In my opinion, that little dude is good as fuck. He's hard as fuck to see on the screen with assists on the screen. You could do a low cami assist and then go for an instant overhead with his little ass. Can he even do an instant overhead? I don't even know. Um, but I'll leave it at that, man. I understand why they don't add instant overheads in Street Fighter no more. It's just too good. I mean, let's be honest. I mean, wait, no, Dawson still has it. Kimberly still has it. Uh, I think it only no Kimberly's I think works on crouching opponents too. Maybe I'm wrong about that. I think it only maybe works on standing opponents. I don't honestly recommend doing it. I think it's jump away jab or jump forward jab as well. I think only jump away, jump back jab. But you're just gonna leave your like unless you know for a fact it's the final hit of the round to win a round, you're going to get counter hit. Even if you counter hit them, even if you counter them, they're still going to be able to recover in time and then counter you way harder. So like it's not worth it. It's like low like high risk, low reward. So like it's like yeah, it's in the game, but it's not worth using unless you know for a fact it's going to win the round. And like it's not even easy to do it. Like it's not like 100% accurate. It always comes out on jump back jab. So like you're just gonna look like that idiot that jumps away and tries to land a jab and then misses. Cause one dude, like he caught me with that shit online. He did a jump away jab with Kimberly and caught me, and I was like, "What, bitch?" And then I fucking hit him with a counter hit even harder than he hit me. All right, man. I'm done, man. I'm done, man. I know you can't say anything anymore. You know the problem, the problem with vocabulary is like, you say a certain thing and then people are like, "Oh my God, I can't believe you said that." What, you mean you can't believe I said the word that you taught me? So then I guess that makes both of us wrong. Because you taught me the fucking word. And explain how did you teach me the word without saying it? You know what I'm saying? And when I say that word, what I really mean is like, you get what I'm saying. Like, it was just like, I didn't really think it through. You know what I'm saying? I was just a little emotional about the game, but like, I'm just a fan. That's all it is. Like, I just want the product to be the best it could possibly be. That's all. You know what I'm saying? But Capcom, man, I hope you don't hold it against me because one day, oh yeah. Where's online training mode? I recommended that to you guys in for Street Fighter 4, and it actually got added into the game, and I'm very happy about that. Online training mode. I don't know if you guys were legitimately using that, um, but that's an amazing setting to be in every fighting game. Like to be able to invite your friend to a room where you could practice over and over again those Rashid tornado setups and like those difficult like let's say for example Kimberly spray can setups. You can practice that over and over again because you have infinite meter to do so. That was my idea. First introduced in Street Fighter 4. It should always be in every Street Fighter. I don't know if they took it out. I don't remember it being in Street Fighter 5. That's something that has to be in every single game. It's so worth it. Not everyone has someone that is actually good at fighting games locally all the time. Sometimes you might just want to play with like a teammate, or something like that. And like, okay, like this is what, let's practice every possible scenario with this. Let me stay mid screen with the tornado. Let me stay mid screen with the tornado. Let me stay like point blank with the tornado. Can I counter it on hit? Can I counter it on startup? Can I counter it on recovery? Can I counter? There's a lot of factors in play. You know what I'm saying? That you might want to like figure out. Like, so, I'll leave it at that though. So,